All right, Stagg, I wanted to say Stagg Junior, Stagg Bourbon Review. This was called Stagg Junior. I believe they've changed it because this is the 18th batch, I want to say. So what I've read is that they, because it is our 18th batch, it's basically 18 years. That's an adult now, so it's not a junior anymore. So same product. This one is 130 proof. And it says 22B. I'm not sure what that means, if that's like the warehouse or whatever that comes in, but Buffalo Trace Distillery. Obviously this is kind of I believe a lesser aged variation of the George T. Stagg Buffalo Trace Antique Collection that we have back here. And very hard to find bottle. If you saw my last video, I basically got this from a local liquor store here around the corner, just from a relationship that I have with the owner. So was lucky enough to get my hands on this. I believe the MSRP on this is like 70 bucks, but secondary market, you're probably looking at $250 to $300 to be able to find this bottle. So let's get into it. Really excited. It's got the classic topper on here in terms of packaging that you see in a lot of the Buffalo Trace Distillery products, which always gives me a hard time because I don't have any nails. But again, in the last video I was explaining how I was able to get this, and really it just boils down to developing those relationships. Don't be a bourbon douche, and hopefully your people will tell you when they get stuff like this in. Okay. Sorry guys, having a little issue. Okay, Stagg, formerly known as Stagg Junior. And let's see what we've got. Good color. Swish it around a little bit. The color I like, copper tones. Not as dark as the George T. Stagg, to be expected because it's not aged as long, but it looks really good. All right, let me take my nose. Ooh, spicy on the nose. I mean, to be expected, 130 proof. I haven't done one this high of proof yet. Definitely getting your classic. There's definitely some oak to this, but the first thing is spicy, again, to be expected. Caramel. Getting a little raspberry as well. Smells very interesting, complex. Excited to try it. Cheers, guys. Yep. Very good flavor. A little spicy for my taste right now. Hitting me in the heartburn, hitting me in the nose. That's okay. You know why? Because I'm gonna pause this for a second and go and get some ice. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Put a little ice cube in here, letting that melt down. Again, guys, that's kind of what I have to do on these higher proof ones to bring out some of the better flavors of it. It's just a little too spicy for me. I'm kind of a wuss like that, but we'll go back in here for a second sip. Again, first sip was really spicy, but very good. And let's see what we've got. Let me go back in here. Yep. Very, very good. Very balanced, very complex. Spicy, kind of hot cinnamon. What else am I tasting here? Oaky, but in a very good way. Yeah, kind of like a spicy cinnamon, maybe some baking spices as part of this. Smell is great if you keep your nose a little away from it. This is very, very good. To me, much better after cooling it down just a little bit and cutting through that spice. I know a lot of you guys like that. It's just not my style, so I get why people do both. Let me go in for another sip. I'm not really focusing on the finish here. Very good oaky flavor, which that's hit or miss for me. This one is just balance very well with what's in here. Lingering spice. Take a little bit on the tongue. It's going to coat your tongue. It's going to coat your esophagus. It's going to coat your nose. The spice is lingering, but it just mellows out towards the end. Again, I really love that. I don't mind a little bit of spice. I'm a spicy food kind of guy, as long as it mellows out towards the end. This does a really good job, and there's a lot of balance to it. So I can see why. Again, this isn't typically my style that I like because of the high proof, but cutting it down has made this very, very good. I'm struggling trying to think of a score here. How do I score this? I think we're gonna go, this is a must-have if you can find it. Good luck with that. I mean, you can't find this stuff anywhere. But again, I can see why. It's really, really good. Is it up there with some of the others that I like? Probably not, just because, again, not my style, but this is, from a taste and complexity standpoint, this is spot on. 85 out of 100. Would be higher if it was more into my wheelhouse, but 85 out of 100. Let me know if you guys can find this where you're at. I don't think I've seen it in the wild here very much. And again, I just got lucky to get a phone call from a friend that I've made who owns a liquor store. So good luck with this stuff. Let me know what you think. 85 out of 100.